Us to find a more impactful high school baseball coach than Derek Lindauer. From wins and championships to personal relationships, Lindauer had an influence on so many. A week ago, we received some devastating news. Lindauer passed away unexpectedly on January 1st after complications with a heart issue. He was 58 years old. Lindauer would be on the Mount Rushmore of Western Big Six baseball coaches, nearly 2 decades at Moline. He piled up 463 wins. He won at least 20 games in 18 of 19 seasons with the Maroons, claiming 12 Western Big Six titles, 11 regional crowns, 5 sectional titles, and 2 state trophies before stepping down in 2011. This past season, DL reunited with one of his best friends, Ryan Weber, as an assistant coach for the United Township boys basketball program. Here's Ryan Weber on sharing the news with his team and the impact Derek Lindauer had on QC Sports.
You can't simulate what I had to stand in front of our team and do yesterday. And I know there's a lot that goes into coaching, but that was a tough day. And you see in times like this what he meant to each kid individually. You could see it in that room, and that's impactful. You know, winning and losing aside in the games, they matter and everything, but in the grand scheme of, like, he was just good at the game of life. I mean, he just was. He had a ton of friends, and he was just such a good husband, and Luann took such great care of him. I mean, they were more than just husband and wife. You know, they were best friends.
His biggest quality in life is just his loyalty to the players that he coached and his coaching staff. He genuinely cared about all the kids that he coached and taught, and you know, still keeps in contact with kids that he coached back in '93, '94, and just his loyalty, and we're going to miss him as a friend. And our program is because of him. You know, he passed on the torch to somebody else that got it, and it just happened to be me. And you know, and I'm grateful that I had the opportunity. But everything this program is because of what he's established.
Schimmel says the baseball program will be honoring Lindauer's legacy at some point this spring. Well, this past Friday, 2 schools where Derek Lindauer coached collided on the basketball court. Moline and United Township entered the game with more than basketball on their minds. News 8's Devin Brooks shows us it was a night for both schools to come together to remember the legacy Lindauer leaves behind.
He was a true friend, loyal, genuine.
A man with an impactful career.
Always brought a smile to your face with his amazing one-liner jokes.
Remembering the late Derek Lindauer.
It was just fun to watch.
He was very witty.
The coach's legacy, leaving countless with heavy hearts.
I've been working with him for the last 9 years, and he's meant so much to us, not only as a coworker, but also as a friend and a valued person in our life.
He was the former head baseball coach at Moline High School and just became an assistant basketball coach at United Township High School.
I had him as a teacher all throughout middle school, and he touched so many people's lives. He was just a great person.
Lindauer, known as DL, had a passion to win.
Coached for the right reasons.
Spending nearly 2 decades coaching on the field and the court.
All of this earned him a well-deserved induction into the Illinois Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame.
His heart was in the right place always.
The loss leaving a big hole in the heart of students and fellow coaches.
He was amazing. He always made someone laugh.
But his spirit to win around the diamond and down the court.
He was just able to really reach so many kids.
Will be carried on. In Moline, Devin Brooks, WQAD News 8.
Thanks, Devin. DL will be missed. Time to announce this week's Midwest Technical Institute score standouts. We'll start with Nico Poe from Kewanee. Scores 18 in a Boilermakers win. Poe reaches 1,000 for his career. And Adriana Mayfield from Davenport Central, she pours in 30 with 4 rebounds. Standouts, Cameron Atkinson from Rock Island scores 30 points for the Rocks, and Monmouth United's Cormac Flynn has 32 in a performance against Knoxville. Vote for this week's score standouts by following the link on the sports page at WQAD.com or go to Twitter at @thescorewqad to cast your vote. Polls are open until Thursday at noon. That is our show for tonight. We'd like to thank you for watching, and we hope to see you back here next week for the Score Sunday.